First item on the agenda is to approve the open session minutes on January 25th.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have no correspondence. We have no public comment. Chair will entertain a motion on the consent agenda. Motion made, seconded. Questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7, Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Dr.
Go ahead.
Pilata, members of the school committee. We will start with item B, and I will request a motion to approve the Chartwell's food service statewide contract extension. You do have some correspondence in your packet from RIDE and the school department attorney as well, indicating that this is an appropriate action for us to take. Up to 2 years of renewal for the food service contract. We're very happy with the product and the services provided by Chartwell's, and would like for this to continue under the applicable provisions in the statewide contract.
So move.
Second.
Any questions on item B? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next item is I would request similarly approval for the contract extension for our Kids Club program, for our after-school program for families.
So move.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Item D.
Next item, I would request formal approval by the school committee of the fiscal year 24 budget, which upon your approval, Ms. Casanelli will transmit to the town and all of the line items in the full budget, copied to the school committee tomorrow.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions on the FY24 budget? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is the assistant superintendent report. And I will say, leading into your report, Mrs. Seitzinger, it's been a pleasure, very eye-opening and revealing, and to see all the good things going on in our district as I've joined the elementary learning walks this week for the Wonders curriculum. But the microphone is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Goho. I just want to thank you for joining us on those walks, because I think that was really just really wonderful for the team and for the teachers to see you with us on that team. So just to follow up, first of all, good evening, everyone, to our school committee members, and thank you, Mr. Goho. We will be meeting with elementary grade levels in March for our elementary grade level meetings to follow up on the learning walks and looking at that data in terms of what we need to do for professional learning. So we look forward to that. We'll also be meeting with our middle school content leaders in the late spring to support curriculum and collaboration and assessment needs. And our next professional learning day for our district is March 13th. So we have plans to work on Reveal math curriculum at the elementary level and high school if needed. Professional learning community work across all schools, and hopefully lots of collaboration happening with teachers so they can plan and work together at that time. We've also been meeting with curriculum teams. We met with our math team, a district math team, our science curriculum committees so far, and actually tomorrow we have our ELA district meeting happening. And at the math committee meeting, we worked on looking at our RICAS data, really looked at item analysis, and did a tremendous job. The teachers, and led by Maria Bronco, did a wonderful job, so I want to thank them for that. And then our science curriculum committee met, and what we're actually trying to do now, we're starting to do is, with our Amplify curriculum, actually putting it into a template that works for us in terms of our science curriculum. So the teachers are also working on that, and they did a tremendous job the other day. And then tomorrow we'll work with our ELA committee meeting, looking at our RICAS data, looking at our item analysis, and then really reflecting it in our curriculum if needed, and really having more of those collaborative conversations and looking at our actual curriculum again. And if we need to revise it and add things that we need to based on that RICAS data, we will. We had our district spelling bee, and just a wonderful event. I want to thank Mr. Lamero again for moderating for that. Our district winner was James McDonald for the second year in a row from grade 7 at Ritchie Middle School, and the runner-up was Jonathan Tang from grade 8 from Birchwood Middle School. So now James will move on to the Rhode Island the state competition, and that's going to be held on March 18th at Lincoln Middle School. So congratulations to him, the runner-up, and all of our students. They did a wonderful job. Access testing for our MLL students is happening right now. It'll end March 3rd. That's going very well based on with our coordinator's help, Ms. Jackson and our team. They've done a tremendous job, so I want to thank them for that. Our literacy grant for elementary, which supported our Wonders curriculum, that's going well. And again, we did learning walks, as Mr. Goho mentioned. And again, that's part of our plan. And again, we use that data to support our grade level meetings happening. So it's been very enlightening, as he said, to go through the classrooms and support them, and then really understand what do we need to further do to support our professional learning at the elementary level for ELA. And that's also happening across the district in math and ELA, both at the secondary level and elementary level. And so we do have summaries of that data, and that will continue the rest of this year with our partners and our other coaches that we're working with, including our math interventionist and coach, Ms. Graziano. So we're super excited about that happening K-12 across the district, which has never been done before, because our goal is obviously to support our teachers, but ultimately to support our students in their achievements. So that's it. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Seitzinger? Thank you, Louise. Next item, Mr. Goho.
So that concludes the school superintendent's report, and you're on to school committee reports, which there are none, and no old business.
Item number 10, new business.
Yes, I would request approval by the committee for the purchase of a vehicle from the town. The current vehicle utilized by our crossing guard supervisor and our truancy officer is over 20 years old, fallen into disrepair, and so you have all the information regarding the proposal to purchase the new vehicle.
So move.
There's a motion and a second. Any questions?
Just a question.
Mrs. Picard.
Do we have the do they have the title? Are we all set? I know there was an issue with the van one time. You do. Perfect. Thank you.
Any additional questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
We're going to move item B to the March agenda, and so moving on to item C, I would request approval of the new media policy that is contained in your packet. One of the policies that we did not have, but we had protocols in place for how media inquiries were handled. This codifies it in the form of a policy.
So move.
Second.
Questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next item is I would request approval of the naming of school facilities policy. This is another policy that was absent in the district. And as we move towards construction of new schools and new fields, new locations within those schools, it would be appropriate for us to have a policy on the record should any situations recur regarding policy guidance.
Motion to approve.
Questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I would request item E, approval of the enclosed school building authority capital fund memorandum of agreement.
So move.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next item F. I would request, as you know, the committee approved us to move forward with an employee assistance program. We had not had success with the companies who had solicited the bid. We finally decided on a company and have gone back and forth with their legal department and ours. So I would request approval by the committee of the enclosed bid for the employee assistance program, which will now be able to move forward.
So move.
And a second. Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next item is I would request approval by the committee for the replacement of middle school student bathroom fixtures funded by ESSER 3, and this is for both Ritchie and Birchwood, where a boys' room and a girls' room at each of those schools is going to be upgraded in terms of all of the facilities, in terms of all of the fixtures. We've deviated some elementary school money that we had previously set aside for bathroom remodeling over to the middle schools.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Last item is I would request approval for the removal of obsolete textbooks from North Providence High School as submitted.
Move.
Second.
Questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Goho. Item number 11, approval of bills.
Motion made to approve the bills as presented.
Second?
Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Item number 12, use of property.
So moved?
Second.
Motion made and a second. Any questions on use of property? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 13, we have no requests to address the committee. We have no pending business. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Motion made, seconded. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned.
We will
Thank you, everyone.
we'll just need everybody's signature on the MOA before you depart. Norma Jean has it.